Alright, so look at this bullshit. For Sky News, one of the worst fake news bullshitters. So look at this. So I saw Russian vids analyzing Bowie's death, and so this guy's in the studio. Some guy, I'm gonna like research him. I don't remember his name right now. So some weird generic name, but Russian Rich is simply saying, well, he is Bowie. This guy is Bowie. They're taking him like to mock the viewers, and I mean this is truly a ludicrous. This is truly a ludicrous show about Bowie. He died at age 69, and then what? Look at this. Singer's son Duncan Jones has said, "Very sorry and sad to say it's true." Why do they have to? Why does he have to say that? It's like if I mean, like if my mother died, I wouldn't go around saying, "Yeah, it's true, she did die." I mean, what's that? What kind of bullshit is that? You don't say that when somebody dies, unless you got something, unless you're full of shit. He's like that's like uh, what the fuck? I mean, and then these like these pieces of shit, what the fuck do they know about Bowie? I mean, they don't know shit about Bowie. That's just ridiculous. And this guy is like sitting there like taking them seriously. I mean, I mean it's like, what the fuck do those fucking idiots know about Bowie? Nothing. Nothing. So so this guy, I'm sorry I forgot his name, but it's I'm gonna Google that guy, but I'm pretty sure he's some. But the point is that then Russian Reed says, well, he is Bowie. Well, I don't know about that. I mean he's got identical eyes, which could be, of course, like some kind of like um contact lens or something, of course. But well, I'm not sure. Does he look that much like Bowie? I don't know. I mean, it's not strange they look alike when they are friends. Friends often look alike. That's why you see how you like the dog owner sometimes looks like the dog, and vice versa. You see friends hang around with people that look like themselves. So he's talking about like meeting Bowie and being the manager of Eurythmics and stuff, which I know Bowie did some with the female singer of Eurythmics, with the Sweet Dreams are made of this, are made of these. I mean, that's a Mandela effect. Is it these or this? Uh, for me, it's Sweet Dreams are made of cheese. No, no, made of these, I think. Made of this just sounds a little weird, but I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. He's around the same age, which isn't strange either, as since he's a friend. But Yeah, I'm not trying to but then they also had a great point about like Bowie doing propaganda. Actually, in the year 69, 1969, he dies age 69, and in the year 1969 he did propaganda for the moon hoax with ground control to Major Tom, which is like promoting that space travel is that they are doing space travel when of course they're not. Like the lyrics are like stuff like ground control to Major Tom. Like, of course, there's no connect. Of course, you can't get connection with somebody out in space. I mean, that should be obvious. Uh, Actually, the guy who got burned to death in Apollo 1, he said, how can we go to the moon when we can't talk between two buildings? Like he hang a lemon on the capsule tomorrow, and then later they got killed or died in an accident or something. Crew of Apollo 1. So he said we can't talk. They couldn't even get it to work, the radio to work between two buildings. And so there's not gonna be some ground control that talks to people in a rocket out in space. That's fucking ludicrous. And he's talking about like I mean the lyrics are pretty ridiculous, going from like great, he has this like great lyrics, David Bowie, like these Buddhist, early Bowie, these great Buddhist songs, and then the lyrics on this song is just ridiculous propaganda, like leave the capsule if you dare. Why should he leave? Time to leave the capsule if you dare. Why should he leave the capsule? And again, maybe it's like some kind of like metaphor or something like, but what's the purpose of if you just take a so-called literal meaning? What's the purpose of leaving the capsule out in space? What was he gonna accomplish by doing that? Uh, so tell my wife I love her very much. She knows nothing to do with science or anything. It's just that's just like, but that's just generic emotions. Like, I mean, it's like, and it's not very bisexual either. So it doesn't really fit his like. It's not very philosophical either. It doesn't really fit his oeuvre, the rest of his work, the rest of his oeuvre. So so then I mean it's like uh, what other lyrics are there? There's what are there's this famous, my mother said to get things done you better not mess with Major Tom. So who is Major Tom? Uh, uh, I mean, I'm not blaming the guy for doing science fiction. If you probably like science fiction, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that or anything, but it's just yeah. What else? Uh, yeah. Also, I mean, it's funny they got this image. If in fact this is the same guy, it's pretty funny they put it up there. It's like Clark Kent and Superman or something, like Clark Kent, Superman, with the goofy hair, like Russian Red says, they both have this goofy hair, and the teeth look very much alike. But maybe the whole Bowie eye was a contact lens, but although that would have been difficult to like always have a colored contact lens, but I don't know. That's uh but I don't know. I mean I don't think that I don't think this really is David Bowie. That's it's a funny notion, but yeah, I don't think it's, and I'm not saying he faked his death either. I'm saying that it's obvious that he did propaganda for the moon hoax in 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 ground control to Major Tom. That is obvious, uh, which should make us suspicious, and also just how mainstream he got. Like suddenly, like he let down his previous audience. That was like how can he have those kind of like philosophical depths in his early 20s and then just sort of abandon that. But yeah, and apparently also his bisexuality is pretty much bullshit. Why is there only like one or two or three or four lovers or something? There should be like hundreds of people who had sex with, hundred of males that had sex with David Bowie, right? Where are they? There's only like four people or something who claimed that they had sex with him. Like I mean, four males or something, three or four males or something. One of them being, of course, the lead singer of Rolling Stones. But uh, yeah, I'm really glad I found this Russian witch, and there's some great comments as well. Just But this interview is just absolute bullshit. It's just ludicrous to think those two people know anything about David Bowie, especially the lyrics. Uh, and what about his acting career, by the way? Why aren't they talking about that? And yeah, I mean, for example, his role in Labyrinth is awesome, and in his like Goodbye, Mr. What was it called? Goodbye, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, and his role in Twin Peaks, and in many ways he accomplished more as an actor, or at least in some ways. Although I really really like David Bowie. I mean the philosophical depth of basically only Eminem has more depth. Probably has more like emotional content. He's probably the only one I would say in the mainstream that that has that kind of like intellectual level. Uh, of course, they're not working alone. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they never got any help or anything from anyone. Uh, in fact, Tony Visconti, when you hear like this great sound on the album "The Man Who Sold the World," apparently just all the music's coming from this guy Tony Visconti. So yeah, uh, and I would suspect Eminem. There was this guy who came up with like a cryptic remark once about Eminem. I don't remember. He was some nice guy. I don't really remember who it was, but I just have a feeling he was a nice guy. But and he said that it hasn't been debunked that Eminem was or wasn't the guy from 8 Mile. I mean, he was saying the 8 Mile story isn't true, and so well, where did he hear that? I haven't heard that yet, but it is hard to think that Eminem actually wrote everything himself. There's this clip in one of the concert uh, uh, um, what do you call it, concert documentaries where he doesn't know that London is the capital of England. He thought like Manchester was maybe or something. So it's like he didn't know. He did. I mean, when he has that's like what? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's just yeah. I don't know, but I just yeah, just an absolutely ludicrous program here about Bowie's death. Uh, and just a very, as I said, just a very strange remark there. Singer's song, Singer's son Duncan Jones has said, "Very sorry and sad." But why doesn't he say just "I'm very sorry and sad"? It's very sorry and sad. Just to say it's true. Why does he say that? That's just ludicrous. Mockery that they are always doing. The mainstream media is always like doing this thing, like trying to piss people off, like talking down to them. And yeah, well, okay, I'll upload this now. Guess nobody was gonna give a shit, but I love David Bowie. I'm a big Bowie expert actually. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I mean I don't think a day has gone by where I haven't thought about David Bowie since I was like 5 or something. Really analyzed his lyrics a lot and just let's say it's a cultural project, which of course it is. It is just a genius. It's genius. They went for this kind of like great intellectual level, uh, which is rare. You know, there's Bowie and there's Eminem, but it's just very few people in that environment that's actually like has real quality in their like verbal communication and I have quality in their verbal communication, you know. So okay, I'm just gonna upload this now, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something like fishy about this guy. Although I don't think he is David Bowie. They also said he was talking alike and the mannerisms was like. But again, why shouldn't he just be inspired by Bowie or something like that? I mean, what do you think? He's obviously not gonna be like, oh yeah, man, yeah, man, you know. uh, like if he was me, for example, probably Bowie wouldn't really want to talk with. He wouldn't want to talk with me. He would want to talk with this guy, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or anyway, yeah, yeah. But okay, I love all this now.